The S.O.S band became one of the most recognized groups of the 1980s. Their mix of smooth vocals, strong rhythms, and electronic sounds made them a favorite among R&B music fans. The group was formed in Atlanta, Georgia in 1977. In the beginning, they were known as Santa Monica, named after a performance they gave in Santa Monica, California. The original members were lead singer Mary Davis, keyboardist and singer Jason Bryant, saxophonists Billy Ellis and Willie Sonny Kilbrew, guitarist Bruno Spite, bassist John Alexander Simpson, and drummer James Earl Jones III. Their manager Bunny Jackson Ransom sent a demo to Clarence Avant, who was the head of Taboo Records. He introduced them to songwriter and producer Sigidi Abdullah, who suggested they change their name to the S.O.S band, which stands for Sounds of Success. The S.O.S band released their debut single in 1980, Take Your Time, Do It Right. This song reached number 1 on the R&B chart and stayed there for 5 weeks. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. It sold over 2 million copies, making it one of the biggest singles of that year. Their debut album, S.O.S, also sold over 800,000 copies, certifying it gold. The band faced a major loss in 1981 when Billy Ellis passed away. They released their second album, 2, which helped them keep a strong fan base. Around this time, Abdul Rauf joined as a trumpeter, percussionist, and vocalist. The band's third album, 3, came out in 1982 and included the song High Hopes. It performed moderately well on the R&B chart. By 1983, the S.O.S band started working with the producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, a move that changed their sound and expanded their musical reach. In 1983, the band released the album On the Rise. This album featured 2 of their most recognized songs, Just Be Good to Me, peaked at number 2 and number 3 on the R&B and US Dance Club Play chart, while Tell Me If You Still Care reached number 5 on the R&B chart. The album itself climbed to number 7 on the R&B albums chart and earned gold certification. The band followed up this album in 1984 with the album Just the Way You Like It, which included the hit title track, peaked at number 6 on the R&B chart. In 1986, they released Sands of Time, which featured The Finest, a track that reached number 2 on the R&B chart and became one of their most well-known songs. The track included guest vocals from Alexander O'Neal. In late 1986, lead singer Mary Davis left the group to go solo. She released the album Separate Ways, while the band moved forward with new members. Chandra Curley and Freddie Grace stepped in as lead singers. Over time, more musicians joined, adding to their number. By 1989, the S.O.S band released Diamonds in the Raw. This was their first album without lead vocalist Mary Davis. While it did not achieve the same level of success as their earlier records, the album showcased their attempt to evolve with the changing R&B scene, incorporating a more contemporary production style. The band's next album, One of Many Nights, released in 1991, marked another shift in their sound. Though it kept the same elements of their signature style, it struggled to generate widespread attention. As the music industry moved towards hip-hop and New Jack Swing, the S.O.S band had a harder time getting the same level of attention they once enjoyed. After this release, they stopped recording new music. During this time, they also faced legal problems with their record label. A dispute over contracts and music rights led their music to be removed from major streaming platforms, making it difficult for fans to access their albums. Some albums have since returned, but parts of their catalog remain unavailable. Mary Davis rejoined the group in 1994, bringing back the original lead vocals. Several compilation albums were released, allowing both new and longtime fans to enjoy remastered versions of their favorite songs. In 2012, the band received an Achievement Award at the inaugural Georgia Music Awards. recognizing their contributions to the state's musical heritage. The band was honored at BET Honors in 2013. The S.O.S. band was honored at the BET Soul Train Awards in 2019, where they performed in a tribute to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Mary Davis suffered a stroke in 2021, and she took a leave of absence to focus on her recovery. Later that year, Mary returned to perform at a birthday celebration for James Earl Jones III. Since that time, additional members have joined the band. Abdul Rauf remains a core member alongside Mary. The S.O.S. band maintained a presence on the music scene, primarily through live performances and tours. The S.O.S. band's music has also influenced countless artists, with tracks being sampled by Mary J. Blige, Usher, and Mariah Carey. Over the years, the S.O.S. band's songs have appeared in movies from their early days in Atlanta to their rise in the 1980s and their continued presence in music today. The S.O.S. band has built a catalog that remains a part of music history. Their music is still played at cookouts, wedding receptions, and parties, showing its continued popularity all this time later. The S.O.S. band remains active today and is currently touring this year, continuing to entertain fans with their amazing music. Both their songs and live performances continue to connect with the fans, proving that their music stood the test of time. Well, that's the end of the video. The S.O.S. band's legacy is set in stone. Their music will always have a place in R&B history. If you have anything to add that you want to say about their music, about how you felt when you listened to the music, where you were when the S.O.S. band was active, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.